What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're playing some regular standard, and by the way, I've been doing some standard, I've been doing some alchemy. Like, y'all kind of let me know in the comments what you're feeling. Like, should we be doing more alchemy or more standard? Is it split down the middle? Does some of y'all like one? And don't hate on the other format. Like, that's not what I'm asking. Just what do you prefer and why? That's it. Don't have to go crazy. It isn't about fighting. People can like what they like. Just saying. Today we're on regular standard. All right, y'all. Let's stick with that. All right, we're going to be playing some Azorius Magecraft. I actually have another announcement now that I'm interrupted again before we get rolling. We have a giveaway, a big giveaway coming up in just a couple of days. We're going to do this on the 23rd. So make sure you subscribe, you hit that notification bell, and choose all notifications because I'll be sending out the descriptions, the instructions for how you can participate in that. And there will be multiple winners, and it is eligible to everybody. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. I will ship it to you. So we'll make that happen. But anyway, make sure you do that. Okay, finally, done. We're going to do Azorius Magecraft. I put this off for a while because we already did another Magecraft deck that was actually pretty decent. But I decided to do something different with this one. And I think this one's actually going to be pretty impressive. All right, as always, you know, we got to show some love to our friends over at Ultra Pro. They take care of me, they take care of other Magic content creators, so take care of them since they take care of us. But go head over to shop.ultrapro.com if you need stuff for your gaming supplies. Now, we know all the basis to what a deck of Magecraft looks like, right? But we do have a couple of new cards here I want to talk, not even new, just kind of additions that I think we should talk about. And I also want to say this deck is largely budget outside of a couple of cards. So that's another benefit to why you might want to play this list. But starting at the top, we are going to play Clever Lumimancer because it's one of the two best Magecraft cards we can actually play. Then Guiding Voice because it's just 1 mana, which we like. It puts a counter on a thing. Permanent 1/1, which is nice. So these little creatures we're playing get to grow, but then you also get to get a card out of your lesson board and do some fun stuff. So that's very good. Homestead Courage. This is a +1/+1 permanently. You get to play it again out of the graveyard for 1. Fantastic. And it gives your creature vigilance each time. And I will say, keep the vigilance in mind, because there's going to be some times that you maybe want to play it on this turn and then wait and play it on next turn so you also have a blocker or can set up some bad situations for your opponent, as opposed to just, for lack of a better phrase, blowing your load all on one turn. You know what I mean? Then we have 3 Fading Hopes, and this is an interesting one because you can use it both aggressively and defensively, right? If you need to bounce a creature to protect it, or just replay it for some reason, like cool, that's fine. If you need to get rid of something in the way, that's fine. If you need another flying blocker and maybe you have a Clarion Spirit out, like you could bounce your Clarion Spirit and replay it. I don't know, like that doesn't work actually. But just saying, there's ideas and things you can do with this, both offensively and defensively. Then we have, you see a guard approach. And this is great because, you can tap a blocker, get something out of the way, especially if they're playing some like chump blocker for one of your big ground creatures. This is great. And you can also give something hexproof. And this is important when you're in a world full of Fading Hopes and Divide by Zeros and Blizzard Brawls and whatever, right? Like this is a huge card in here. You really have to play this or you have to play Valorous Stance. I don't think it matters which one. I say that. Valor Stance does cost 2 mana, so that's a thing. But if you have a preference, fine, but one of those needs to be in this list. Then we're playing 2 Clarion Spirits. I believe we maybe could squeeze a 4th in, but I kind of like the work all the other cards are doing. And then this is the first rare. After all these cards are about, this is the first rare in the list, and it's Leonin Lightscribe. It's also from Strixhaven a couple sets ago, so there's a good chance you probably already have these, which is nice. And then Luminarch Aspirants, which, if you're playing any type of white aggro deck, you're probably playing Luminarch Aspirants, so go ahead and craft them, right? You might already own them, which is one of the reasons I said this is basically budget, because you're not really playing a lot of cards you don't play in other lists. Like so far, just the Lightscribe is the only card here you probably wouldn't play in another list, but even then you can play it in another Magecraft deck. Then we're playing 3 Show of Confidence because this card in here is just great. It functions as a finisher. It can pump creatures on a whim if you need to. Most importantly, it does a really cool thing. One, it gives you extra copies of spells for Magecraft, but It also works with another card that's also uncommon, by the way, Storm Chaser Drake. It's a colorless and a blue for a 2/1 flyer. Anytime you target it with the spell, you get to draw a card. That's what our deck wants to do anyway. And this is great because it keeps you from running out of gas. And believe it or not, this card is one of the best cards against control decks. Because if they sweep the board, you can save some of your +1/+1s on your next turn, juice up this Drake to being a 4 or 5 power, get some extra cards in hand, and now you're ready to reload and rock and roll, right? So you can actually do a few different things because this card exists, and it allows you to play your cards and not really feel too bad because you're going to get something for each one you play, even if you're not getting a big attack in on that turn. Then we have Mavinda. Now, again, Mavinda is like the other rare / mythic that's in the deck that you probably don't play anywhere else. But I think you could skimp on Mavinda if you really wanted to and just play 2 more Clarion Spirits. Mavinda's nice. Don't get me wrong. Mavinda's nice. But if you were really concerned or you had budget issues, feel free to play Clarion Spirit here. And you basically have a budget build of this deck that's actually still very competitive. But Mavinda lets you play another of these spells out of the graveyard, which is really nice. And honestly, being a 2/3 flyer sometimes is good enough for this deck. Lands, we're playing 8 snow-covered plains, 5 snow-covered islands, 4 deserted beach, 4 Hingegate pathway, and 1 faceless haven. Now, I will say, yes, the snow stuff is only here for the faceless haven, but I wanted to have that extra out in a long game, whatever. But if you are concerned and you think there's a lot of Redains that could mess you up or whatever, cut all the snow package, just play basic lands, and you're fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with that as a concept at all. I think it's still very viable. I don't think there's a problem with that. So I didn't think the risk was that bad of a problem just for the extra out, especially since our games are probably going to end long before that anyway. But if it's a concern to you, feel free, just play basics. But otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get into these games. You know the drill, there's going to be a password somewhere in the video. Keep an eye out for that. That'll get you into the special drawing beyond the one we're going to do here coming up on the 23rd. And then we'll have a card spotlight for you on the side and see how these updates worked out for us. All right, we're gonna keep this and see what we can do with it. Let's rock and roll here. Turn these lights down a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, let's go ahead and bounce that. Slow the opponent down just a little bit. I do like that, but I feel like we're gonna need some extra mana and whatnot as these turns go on. And we don't have a ton of spells in hand. We're really holding a lot of creatures here. Alright, well, I guess Thalia matters not really here then, does it? Then I guess here, let's just do this. We'll put 1 counter there, 1 counter here. Just in case something happens to this bigger one, we can have another one ready to go as a 3/3 next turn. And they have one of their own, so then this is going to get a little weird. Yep. No block. That was peculiar. I mean, I guess we just do this. I'm like, what else are we gonna do, right? Let's just go 1, 2, 3. Attack with that. I mean, I really would like to draw another mana next turn so I could play this and this. That would be great. Or even just this twice would be fine. Okay, opponent's draw was very similar to ours. Now they're going to be able to pump their whole team, so that's something we have to be aware of. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, get in there. I ain't blocking. Ooh, that did not work the way we wanted to. Really wanted that to... If that was a land, I think we could have created a situation where we forced the opponent to block. But without such a thing, it becomes a real problem. So here, I think we're going to play Mavinda just with the intention of blocking. And this is already a 4, 5... I mean, if we attack with all these, 1, 2, 3... Assume opponent blocks with 1. Right? Then they pump that. Nah, because then they attack with Faceless Haven and we die. It's pretty terrible. Do we make 2 4/4s? Is that good enough? Do we need a 5 and a 4? Alright, I'm going to attack with at least 1. I mean, our throwaway creature is Movenda here. Though there is an argument to be made that I could have put a bunch of counters on Movenda and then set up for later, which could have been reasonable. I mean, it wouldn't have been the oddest thing. Okay. I'm not... I mean, I see why the opponent does do that, but... Do they have pump spells here? Well, it would have to be something they can cast. It would have to be like this, right? Okay. I mean... we block. Movenda blocks that. We take 2? Or go take 8 and go to 2? They have anything here that could do +2? Huh. I mean, I guess I could play a creature after this, but they're at 9. We can just spread our counters, right? And if we draw a land, we play this and this. Yeah, okay. I guess we gamble. If you got it, you got it, opponent. Looks like they don't. That was so strange. Why make that attack? Alright. Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah, we'll keep this. I'm just not excited about it, if I'm being honest. That's alright. Well, it kind of works out because everything costs 2 here anyway. I think, though, I'm going to lead with just this Drake. Is going to be our plan. And then, if the Drake survives, I think my plan here is going to be Clarion Spirits, target the Drake. Oh, Runeforge Champion. That is not what I expected to see here. That's definitely a thing. They're going to get to give something flying, too, so that's going to be a little annoying. Ah, but we have a Fading Hope. That will be great, actually. So we're going to play this. I'm going to pump our Drake. Draw a card. Get a token. Oh, that's good, too. That's really good. Okay. All right. Now we can get another... we don't even need another land, actually. Well, maybe if we do, because we get a land, we get to play this. And then fire off 2 of these. Oh my gosh, the opponent's going deep in the tank here. That is some cool stuff. I see what they're doing, though. You get the Runeforge, you build up your stuff. Like, I dig it. I like what's going on here. So, yeah, we just play this. We bounce this duder. Yeah, that can definitely stay. And then we attack. Yeah, I don't think the opponent even has a good play here. Yeah, we just have lethal a bunch of different ways. I guess unless they sweep the board here. But then we just play Aspirant with a lot of protection. Yeah, I don't know what their action is here. Honestly, I mean, we kind of got it all right now. We can cast 3 spells next turn. Or Luminarch plus 2 spells. Yeah, and I get their strategy here. Like, try to make as many blockers as possible. Which makes sense. But we have things. So I'm going to go with this. I guess that's as good as anything. And then we're going to play this on this. And then we're going to attack. So we got 3, 4, 5. and I can make it 6, 7, 8. So not quite lethal. Oh, well, I guess it is now. I guess I could have targeted the Drake 3 times, huh? That would have probably been smarter. All right. Okay, we get to go first. If we do, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's keep this. I'm gonna play this aggressively and see what this does, because we can play a Lumimancer, we can pump the Lumimancer, we can play Aspirant the following turn, or we just play Aspirant if we get the untapped land, obviously, but we'll see. Let's give this a pretty good setup, though. Do we go with that or this, or that or this? Let's go with this. Just in case we want access to this for later. We'll attack. Now, admittedly, I could have done it and had Vigilance there, which could have mattered, but not going to sweat it too much. I guess it's a good thing I didn't use my Homestead Courage, huh? Let's see. What do we want to do here? We can play Aspirant, pump that, attack, but then we just trade. We play this, that pumps that. We get a land, probably make it an island. Alright. We do gain 2 life out of this. Play this tapped, and we attack. Alright, end the turn. Okay. We lose that. This is tough, because now we have to take 5 if we protect our creature. But I think it's worth it. Give it hexproof. Yep. That checks. Ooh, that's a little different now. I was going to do something else, but... Okay. Well, now, do we put Homestead Courage on something to be able to block the 3/2? Because we're going to lose it. We don't get to cast it again, is the thing here. But if we do, we get to attack, and then this opens up both of the... I mean, I guess we do. I think it's worth it. Opponent goes to 10. I was not expecting that. I was going to say, they must have something here, right? So we're going to be looking for a bounce spell. Obviously, they're going to take Show of Confidence out of her hand. I can't imagine you take anything else. I mean, that's what I would take. Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know what else you're thinking about, opponent, but that makes a lot of sense to me. Just hit 6, let them take the Homestead Courage. No blocks, I don't believe. Opponent's down to 2 cards. Okay, what do we do here? Because we can Guiding Voice into the put 3 counters on a thing. That would be real. But I think we're just going to do this. Play this, put counters here. What do we want? Do we want Teachings? They're probably going to play both their cards out, so that's probably not legit. I guess we just have to go with Expanded Anatomy here. Put a counter on Clarion Spirit, so it can't die here easily. And then we'll just hope we're not dead. Okay. No, I was going to say, that makes it a lot less likely that we're dead. Either way, you're blocking 4 damage. Oh, they want that dead. Okay, cool. Like, I'm fine either way. If you're going to double block, great. That's also fine. Cool. I don't hate that. So now they have no flyers that I can basically just make one lethal, almost one lethal attacker. Well, I can put 2 counters on one. Well, yeah, that's still not enough. Oh, that is enough, though. No, that's only going to be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I have 5 in the air if I count the +1 from the aspirant. Like, and they could see our hand. That's the thing. Yeah, we just counter up. +1. Attack with the flyers. Yeah. Alright, we're going to keep and hope for a lot of things to go our way here. I think that's all we can really do at the moment. Alright. Would really, really, really like to draw an untapped land. Affliate does not make our life any better, but also doesn't make it any terribly worse. So, I'm not sure what the opponent's really going to be completely up to here. Alright, I'm going to do this. Okay. I'm going to assume I'm going to lose the Lumimancer here? No. We did not. Okay, so we're slowly finding the mana we need. When your Homestead Courage, we end up with a 2/3 creature, which keeps Thalia from attacking. Though then we probably just lose this, but we could also trade that, which, you know, wouldn't be too opposed to. We'll get to play both of these next turn. Ah, this is tough. I think I am going to do this, though. I think reasonably there's an argument to be made for just playing Luminarch Aspirant there, but I don't think I really want to. Okay, there's a portable hole. We take 5. We lose our Homestead Courage. But we were correct in the creatures we expected to see on the other side of the table, so the only problem I have is if they have another thing that exiles something, this is not going to go well. So let's play Clarion Spirits. Probably Drake. Yeah, because I'd rather lose this on a blocking situation if we had to. If it even survives. We may end up having to block with our Clarion Spirit. Alright, we're going to end up taking 7 here. Alright. I mean, that was all part of the plan. It's just what do we do from here now? Let's go with this. And this. What are we blocking with from here? I mean, do we just put a counter on the Clarion Spirits? And just press our luck? Alright. Alright. Yuppers peppers. Okay, and this gives it double strike, right? Whenever you attack on the turn, target creature gets +1/+1 for each other attacking creature and gains double strike. Alright. So I think our plan here is just block here, block here. Oh my goodness. Why? Oh, we had so much opportunity. That sucks. Wow. Wow. That went absolutely nowhere. I mean, if they pump their creature, we just die, right? Take 6. Gets +1/+1 for each other attacking creature. I mean, I guess if they have Adeline, we die too. Alright, I'm willing to go for it. Whatever. We die, we die. Is what it is. That's just some bad luck on those late draws there. Alright, that doesn't kill us. That possibly does kill us. Alright. Ooh, not quite. Not quite. GG's. GG's. Man, we drew so badly there at the end. Oh boy, alright, let's keep it. Wish we were going first with this hand, though, I'm not gonna lie. Because I have a feeling... Well, now that we drew a second one, I don't feel as bad. But I have a feeling this is gonna get killed right off the bat. Nope, Sculptor of Winter. Alright, sounds good. No blocks. We go with this, actually. We pass. Then we have to be kind of crafty here. If we can lure the opponent into attacking. Oh, they're going to try to Blizzard Brawl us. Yeah. How you like that, opponent? Didn't see that coming, did you? Okay. It's kind of unfortunate because I sort of want to stack these up, but... Because, like, if I wait, then we could pump some things and do that whole song and dance. But if we don't, I can also just get some damage in and find another relevant spell next turn, so sure. I guess we take Expanded Anatomy? I'm thinking, though, this is kind of a lot of damage, though. I mean, like, if we do this, this is going to be another +2 on each thing, +4. Right? So that's already 7. That'd be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I mean, that's quite a lot. Alright. I'm gambling. Counter. Counter. Okay. I mean, we're going to lose one of these here, I'm pretty certain. But also, we now have the ability to tap one thing and get double bonus, so we'll see what's up. I mean, the opponent could get lured into a false sense of security to tap a thing. Or, I mean, leave one creature back, and then we tap one and punch through. So that could be real. Nope, they're going to Blizzard Brawl again. That's okay. We are not all that concerned. And we just won. In a pretty exciting fashion. And you know we have this, so. Yep. Got it. Alright, we'll keep it. Oh, that's not what I wanted to see. Alright, let's see what we can do, though. We're going to assume Lumamancer dies. We're going to hope to protect Storm Chaser's Drake, I think, is the plan here. I'm definitely not blocking. I'll say that. Now, if they don't kill... Oh, I was just about to say, if they don't kill the Lumamancer, then maybe we don't do anything here. Actually, that's not true. We'll still do this. I think this is still worth it. Or were you waiting to try to kill an opponent? Yeah, you thought you were going to get crafty. Guess I'm going to take this. Alright. They can still kill it with the two damage spell, so, you know. It's not like we really did something there. Alright. We are finding lands, interestingly enough. Let's play Mavinda here. And pass. I mean, obviously, we're just taking 3 here. If I still had mana up and, you know, we could show a confidence or something, that would be different, but nah. Alright. That's not terrible if that's the best thing they found there. Might need to stick our other flyers, though. Well, they could have the thing that deals damage to, deals 2 to non-vampires. That could be a little bit bad. Oh, now we're starting to get into some interesting territory. Especially since we have access to this. Ooh, boy. What do we do? Because also, if we can just draw a land, that's pretty spectacular also. Because then we could play this, play one of those. Alright, let's go Drake at least. Save this for defense. Or to save our creatures in the event they have a sweeper or something here. No attacks. Because this is also good even if they just have the -3/-3 thing also. But I can only imagine they have some type of removal they're going to respond with here, whatever, so... This is nowhere near a clear-cut situation. Alright, I think we just put Mavinda at risk here. And just say if doesn't work, doesn't work. We're blocking. Put a counter on Mavinda. Does it work? Probably not, I'd imagine. Oh, does it? With the opponent having 4 cards? Really? Wow. Yeah. Okay. Now you can kill Mavinda. I mean, that's a thing. Nope, just another Blood Harvest. Oh, well, now you can sack one, I guess, and kill a Lumamancer if you want to. Okay. I feel like that's not bad for us. Like, if that's the worst thing that happens here, I feel like we're kind of okay. Hopefully the opponent does not have another burn spell here. Because I would love to be able to load our hand. Actually, you know what we can do? We can get white. Look at this. Movenda can target this. We can play that here. Oh, that's nice for next turn. Let's go ahead and get this. Then we... How much can we take? We had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even if they have something with haste. 8, 9, 10, 11. Like... Yeah, sure. What the hell? Let's do it. We get a card. Get another card. Get another card. And this is what they're here to do. Oh, this is so big. Oh my goodness. This next turn could be awesome. Man, if we can find a 1-mana thing, this could be really good. We don't have a... Oh, we do have another... See you... the guard approaches. Alright, so we lost that. We still have Movenda, though. We're still rocking and rolling here. I think that might be it anyway, though, right? Oh, they're going to just try to draw here? If they tap out for that... Oh, yeah, we're good then. We're good. We can't even lose. We have more than enough white mana, even if we needed it. Oh, and we got backup protection. We are good. Okay. And then we can just play this. That'd be +1, 2, 3, 6. Or we play this, and that kind of functions the same. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we had a bunch of outs there. Oh, all right. We'll keep. I mean, we probably just want to open with Drake. Even though I do like all the cards. Actually, you know what? Maybe we don't. Maybe we just go Luminarch Aspirant first. And then see if maybe that can lead us to Drake getting us some extra cards. We'll see, though. I'm just playing with the Sliver Sleeves, which are kind of sweet. Alright. Well, this, in a way, sort of changes what I want to do here. Because now double Luminarch seems kind of good. But more cards is also very awesome. So I want to do this now and have some extra knowledge. Okay, we do know we have lands next turn at least. Then let's do this and maximize our damage. This also encourages the opponent to possibly try to get rid of the Aspirant, which is fine because it leaves us with a big Storm Drake. Exactly. See? Sometimes you just know what the opponent's up to. No blocks. I am content there. I think we just play Aspirant here. We put one counter here. We put one on an Aspirant. So if the opponent decides to do something to a flyer, we're still ready to rock and roll on the ground. Legion Angel, annoying, but we might still have something for that. Considering we can tap it, do our thing, no blocks. We're kind of ahead in this race here. So let's do this first. See what we find. Because we also end up making this big enough that eventually they get stuck having to block it. Which we don't hate. I'm really just kind of debating if I want to play another Drake here or... I mean, I've not played a land for the turn yet either, though. So sure. That's fine. Go ahead and play Drake. We'll tap the opponent's creature here. Put a counter. Put a counter. Okay. I mean, now they almost have to play 2 flyers or get rid of one of the drakes, but then one of the angels is going to be chump blocking here. Adversary does not feel like the answer. You do know you're at 2, right, opponent? That's only 11. I mean, I'll block for sport. Yeah, exactly. Ooh. Dang. Alright, we'll keep it. Not completely sure what I'm hoping happens here, but in for a penny, in for a pound, right? Ooh, eye twitch. Oh, wish we would have had that last turn. Okay, I'm going to assume we're not going to get much out of this game. I think we're just going to lose to a Meat Hook Massacre, and then we can just move on to the next game. Yeah. I mean, like, what else are we going to do? Yep. Seems about right. Kind of just reinforces that they're playing a Meat Hook when they go get that, because it's probably what we're going to see right here. I'll just load up the GGs. Yep. Yeah, why not? Oh, looks like my Vinda gonna be dead. They're checking the graveyard, I guess, to see what we got over there. Saying, nope, we don't have enough lands to attack with Faceless Haven. So opponent's doing their due diligence, if you will. Alright. I guess here we get Expanded Anatomy. Mostly because I have a feeling my Venda's going to die here soon. Alright. And I assume this is where Loth shows up. Because that would make a lot of sense. Nope, it is not a Loth. That is a good card for the opponent, though. Remove something I could play again. Probably should have taken a spell. Why would you not? Seems like a very odd choice to not take a spell. All right, we will target this. I mean, that lets me get another spell, but doesn't really particularly do anything. This gets to target the Drake. Sure. Interesting. All right. What is this Movenda marker here for? Okay. Ah, really wanted a spell there. Really, really wanted a spell. Alright, now we're in trouble. If we had a spell there, maybe we pump our dude, get another card, and kind of get back in it. I think now we're at the too late point. Don't think we're going to come back from this. We'd have to be extremely lucky for that to happen. Yeah. I'll play it. Not expecting to get anything out of this. I mean, just kill my Drake. Alright, there you go. GG's. Let's go. Like, geez. Come on. Alright, we're keeping it. This is as reasonable as a start as we could hope for, I guess. Drake. And pass. Alright, come on, land. Come on, land. Well, that's unfortunate. Pretty much know a sweeper's coming now. Maybe we'll get lucky here, though. We can also protect one of our own creatures. So let's keep that in mind. Don't get too dejected yet. We have a third land. I think... I think I'm just going to take this. And maybe not do anything else. Feels a little weird. Also, like, if I put this on blue, I can actually protect both of my creatures if they decide to sweep the board, which is a little... feels a little overprotective, but could be correct. So I'm going to leave that as an option. End the turn. And we get a card for one of them. Yeah, I'll take that, actually. Especially since we're playing against a control-type deck, and we likely won't have many targets to use those on. I say, do we just run it back, or do we go... Nah, we do this and Mavinda, probably. Alright. Okay. Makes sense. Let's go with this. I will do this and draw a card. And those attack for 2. Kind of have to play the conservative game here. We also get to draw a card during their end step. Though if they have something that targets stuff, yep, that's fine. Okay. Seems a little weird, but sure. Do we play this? Yeah, why not? If they've got a third sweeper, they got a third sweeper. You know? I was gonna say, I wasn't leaving mana open for the hexproof, so why not? If they just get us, they get us. At some point, you just gotta give your opponent credit for having it. If they just get there, congratulations. Well, they played a white land there. Not a blue one. Okay, now we have to have the real thought of, if our board gets swept, and we end up with just Lumamancer the following turn, can we get there? I think it's gonna be real close, so I'm willing to do this. And then we'll just put the counters here and split them. Put the opponent to 5. Again, there's a chance we lose these as well to the third sweeper of the game. We have protection from bounce spells right now, so that's good. So divide by 0 and Unless they have double spell here. But Divide by 0 and Fading Hope we have protection from. That is annoying. But not bad, because we can tap one of their things potentially. But sadly we have to use it here. So we lose that opportunity. Can we draw another one? No, we cannot. Well. Alright. Not much we can do. I mean, whether you block one or both, the next turn kind of ends up the same, I guess. Well, not necessarily. I mean, I guess you could have another blocker there. Alright. I really just save this. Yeah, exactly. I figured something odd was coming. They could have attacked and got a point of damage in there, though. Alright, I'll put that there just in case. Alright. Is that enough? Bounce it? Ah, that attest to talents. Alright. Well, can we get another spell? That becomes the next question. I guess, actually, I screwed up. If I'd have waited till our turn... Oh, well, we got another test of talents anyway. I was saying if we would have waited till our turn, I could have guaranteed I could have been able to copy the Show of Confidence. But here, doesn't matter. We somehow beat a control deck, so this is great. Yep. Put a counter here. And then play the other one. Put a counter here. Put a counter here. Yeah, that was a good game. Woo! Okay, we get to go first, but unfortunately we can't really cast anything. I mean, we can cast Drake on 2. I'm going to mulligan. Okay, this feels a lot better. Though we're still going to end up Drake on 2 in a weird way. So let's go ahead and keep. And, Man, this is weird. Am I going to get rid of the Lumimancer? No, I'm not. I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to gamble. Mostly because, like, if we don't get an untapped land for the Drake, then we just go ahead and just pump the Lumimancer. Go from there. I mean, Lumimancer likely just dies here, but sure. Oh. Oh. What? Well, now I do want an untapped land real bad, so we can go ahead and Drake pump. Get some cards in hand here, make up for this mulligan. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Dang it. It was not there. Now I'm kind of torn on what to do here. Alright, let's do this. Because if this dies, fine. At least if Drake's alive. Any untapped lands mean we could Drake, target Drake, still get a card. Okay, Tovolar. Boom. Now we can make some things happen. Let's Drake. Seems legit. Would you like to block with your Tovolar? They would not. Alright. So we have to assume things are about to get bad. They might even play a hasty boy here and get in and do all kinds of bad things to us. Fair enough. Gonna kill both our things? No, they're just gonna take a card here to start with. Man, what if we draw another Leon in here, though? How amazing would that be? That is not it. Though we can get a lot of potential cards here. Let's go ahead and play one of these, because this is going to give us vigilance. Okay, we got a land. This is also going to give us vigilance. We played 2 spells, so this is going to be +3, which would also be 3 cards. Alright, I say we do it. This is just ridiculous, but alright. Oh, nice! Nice! Oh, so good. So good. Get in there for 8. Oh my gosh, is this how this is going to go down? It's going to be amazing. We don't even block here, right? We just let them hit us. We're at 17. Yeah, I'm not interested in blocking. The only way they can kill this is if we block and take... Because they have stuff that probably does 4 or 5 damage, but they have nothing that does 7. If they do, so be it. If you get us, you get us. If you're playing Meteor, Storm, or whatever that thing is, fine. Yeah, all right. So I'm a little surprised here, right? It performed a little better than anticipated. It struggled against some of the things I thought it might. You know, the decks that are heavy with like Meat Hook Massacres and whatever. Though I do think you have some ways to play around that with the right draws. But I did actually even manage to beat a control deck, so maybe this is better than I was giving it credit for. I will say this, in the final list you're going to be able to download, I'm just going to remove all the Snowlands. I don't think that package is going to matter. Even against the slower decks, we never really got to a point where it was relevant. So I think we're just going to play the basics so we don't actually stumble into anything that could be problematic, and I think that's going to be just fine for this deck. Otherwise, as far as the card choices, again, I really wouldn't change much unless you wanted to cut them a Venda maybe, or both for additional, the Clarion Spirits. I think that's probably the only thing I would actually change there. Otherwise, the deck actually played very well as is. I was very, very happy with this. So, yeah, not the way I thought some of the games were going to go. We had to work for some of those wins, but man, fun stuff for sure. Now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Brave the Elements. And this is one of those cards, I think it came out in the original Zendikar, but since then it's seen like 3 or 4 reprints. It really didn't get a lot of play in its time, which is surprising because it's actually starting to make the rounds a little bit in some of the commander decks, which I found kind of interesting. But it's actually pretty cool to be able to give your creatures as a whole, or at least all white creatures, protection from a single color, which actually would kind of work well in today's deck in a lot of cases. But the cool part about it is that it's very cheap. It's only 1. And you can pick these up pretty cheap for about 25 cents. So they do have a little bit of value even with being reprinted. And honestly, this is the type of card that I think sometimes people use it as like protection from creatures and whatnot in combat, but it also has the ability to protect your stuff from stuff like burn down the house. So yeah, if you're looking for something in a few of those games, maybe you have some opponents that like damage-based sweepers, well, this could be something to protect your creatures. Now don't forget, if you want today's deck list, it will be down in the description below, along with links to our Facebook gaming page, our Twitch streams, and our Discord if you want to come by, chat about today's deck, have some suggestions, or even just talk about other things. And if you would be so kind, please consider joining the channel. It's a way to participate. Matter of fact, I had a questionnaire out right now for people to get to give some input on what's going to appear on the channel going into next year. And you can have your own stuff featured on the channel as well. Otherwise, even if you do none of that, please consider hitting that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Remember to hit all notifications to make sure you don't miss any of these videos I put out. And I have a lot of non-gameplay content too, so if you haven't seen that, check that out. But that's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.